Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a story that feels like it's straight out of a science fiction movie. It involves a mysterious interstellar visitor, a fiery journey around our sun, and a surprising revival that has astronomers buzzing. We're talking about the incredible tale of Comet 3I ATLAS. So, what exactly is 3I ATLAS? Let's break down that name. The 3I tells us it's the third interstellar object ever confirmed. That means it's not from our solar system, it's a traveler from another star system, wandering through the vast emptiness of space for millions, maybe even billions of years before happening upon our cosmic neighborhood. The Atlas part comes from the system that discovered it. Asteroid Terrestrial Impact Last Alert System in Hawaii. This incredible survey scans the night sky, and on December 28, 2019, it spotted this faint, enigmatic object. Initially, astronomers weren't quite sure what it was. It was designated a 1OBMLZ and thought to be a peculiar type of asteroid. But as they watched it, noticed something amazing. It started to develop a faint coma, that fuzzy, glowing halo of gas and dust that surrounds a comet's nucleus. This was the telltale sign. 1OBMLZ wasn't an asteroid. It was a comet, and a very special one at that. It was then officially named 3I ATLAS. Unlike the first two interstellar visitors, Oumuamua and Borisov, 3I ATLAS was on a trajectory that would take it incredibly close to the sun. Its path was set to swing it inside the orbit of Mercury, subjecting it to intense solar radiation and heat. For comets, which are essentially cosmic snowballs of ice, rock, and dust, this kind of close encounter is a high-stakes gamble. The intense heat can cause them to sublime it furiously, creating spectacular tails and comas. It can also cause them to break apart completely, disintegrating under the sun's immense gravitational and thermal stress. As 3I, Atlas raced towards its closest approach to the sun, known as Perihelion. Astronomers around the world trained their telescopes on it. They were hoping to learn as much as they could about this alien visitor before it was either destroyed or flung back out into interstellar space. What is the composition of comets from other star systems? Are they similar to our own? These were the big questions. The comet put on a bit of a show on its way in. It brightened, its coma expanded, and it even developed a short, stubby tail. But then, as it got closer and closer to the sun, something happened. It began to fade. The observations suggested that the comet was likely fragmenting. The intense solar heat was too much for its nucleus to handle. It seemed like the journey of 3I Atlas was coming to a premature, fiery end. By the time it reached Perihelion in late May 2020, it had become too faint and too close to the sun to be observed from Earth. It was lost in the glare. Most astronomers assumed it had completely disintegrated, its ancient ice and dust scattered into a cloud of debris. The curtain had seemingly fallen on our third interstellar guest. And for a long time, that's where the story ended. It was a fascinating but short-lived encounter. We learned a little, the potential for more discovery seemed to have vanished with the comet itself. But here's where the story takes a truly astonishing turn. Fast forward to early 2023. Astronomers using the powerful European Southern Observatory's Very Large Telescope, or VLT, decided to try something audacious. They pointed the telescope to the region of space where the remains of 3I Atlas should be, based on its trajectory after swinging around the sun. They weren't expecting to see much, perhaps a faint trail of dust at best. What they found, however, was mind-blowing. There it was. Not just a cloud of debris, but a distinct, fuzzy object, complete with a newly formed tail stretching over 300,000 kilometers long. 3I Atlas The comet everyone thought was gone had survived. It had woken up. So, what happened? How did a comet that was seen to be breaking apart survive its trial by fire? The leading theory is that while the original nucleus did indeed fragment, a significant core piece, a primary remnant, managed to hold itself together. As this remnant traveled away from the sun and into the colder regions of space, it was essentially dormant. The intense heat had boiled off its most volatile surface ices. But as it coasted away, the remaining core began to cool down. Then something triggered a new burst of activity. Perhaps a pocket of super volatile ice, like frozen carbon monoxide, which vaporizes at much colder temperatures than water ice, was exposed to the faint warmth of the distant sun. This fresh release of gas and dust would have been enough to create the new coma and tail that astronomers observed. It's like the comet took a deep breath, held it through the most intense part of its journey, and then exhaled once it was in the clear. This discovery is more than just a cool comeback story. It's a scientific treasure trove. The fact that a remnant of 3I, Atlas, survived tells us that its nucleus was likely much denser, or had a different internal structure than we initially thought. It wasn't just a loose pile of rubble. It had a tough, resilient core. This resilience offers clues about its origin. For a comet to survive a journey of countless millennia through the harsh environment of interstellar space, it needs to be durable. The journey of 3I, Atlas, and its subsequent reawakening gives us a direct measurement of that durability. Furthermore, studying the light from its newly formed coma and tail can give us an unprecedented look into the pristine, untouched material deep inside an interstellar comet. The outer layers were cooked off by the sun. So what we're seeing now is the fresh material from its core. Analyzing the chemical composition of this gas and dust is like performing an autopsy on a visitor from another star system. It can tell us about the chemistry of the protoplanetary disk where it was born, providing a snapshot of the building blocks of planets around another star. This is a perfect example of how science works. We observe, we hypothesize, and sometimes the universe throws us a curveball that completely changes our understanding. The story of 3I, Atlas went from a brief encounter to a long-term observational opportunity. It's no longer a sprint, it's a marathon. Astronomers will now continue to track this resilient survivor as it heads back out into the void. How long will its new tail last? Will it have other outbursts of activity? Can we get an even better read on its composition? Each new observation will add another piece to the puzzle of how planetary systems form, not just our own, across the galaxy. It's a powerful reminder that the cosmos is full of surprises, and that even objects we think are lost can return to tell us their incredible stories. The journey of 3I ATLAS is a testament to resilience, a messenger from a distant star that refused to be silenced by our own. What an incredible story, right? It just shows you how much we still have to learn about the universe around us. What do you think? Are you as amazed as I am by this comet's comeback? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Thanks so much for joining me on this cosmic journey today. If you enjoyed this video and want to stay updated on all the latest mind-blowing discoveries from space, make sure to hit that like button. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell. It really helps us out. Until next time, keep looking up.